Oh, yeah. Welcome to the show on a Dirty Tuesday. Welcome, Patreon members. Patrons, as we call you. Thanks for joining the show. 833-599-NICK. 833-599-6425 is the phone number. Dates real quick. Has some new ones. Saturday, December 22nd, Comedy Works, Saratoga Springs. Monday, December 31st, Tarrytown Music Hall, Tarrytown, New York. Saturday, January 12th, Fairfield Theater, Fairfield, Connecticut. That I might be shooting an hour. So, not even sure. It looks pretty at 99%. So, circle that out on your calendar. Saturday, January 19th, Bobby V's, Windsor Locks, Connecticut. Sunday, January 25th, Ventura Harbor Comedy Club, Ventura, California. Friday, March 8th, Wood Theater, Glens Falls, New York. Saturday, March 9th, Cohoes Hall, Cohoes, New York. Friday, April 26th, Steel Stacks, Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. Friday, May 31st, Jonathan's in Agunquit, Maine. My return to Jonathan's. Saturday, June 1st, Whites of Westport, Mass. I don't know what that is, but it can't be bad with that name. Nick, that's racist. Saturday, August 10th, Newtown Theater, Newtown, Pennsylvania. Saturday, October 19th, Ridgefield Playhouse, Ridgefield, Connecticut. So there's your update, and there's more coming. Looking at Philly, Helium in Philly. That one's about to be confirmed. How you doing, folks? What is going on? Political correctness run amok. What's new? But we're really taking it to a level that let me straighten this tie. It's very important in case HBO's watching. Jesus, am I chubby? I don't know how that's possible. I mean, me and Marie Osmond have been dieting for years, and only she's getting results. Yeah. What in the fresh hell is this? The phrase bringing home the bacon could be offensive to who else? Fucking vegans. Who cares? Who fucking cares is what I say. I mean, what aren't they offended? They are just... You may think phrases like bringing home the bacon and putting all your eggs in one basket are harmless quirks of the English language, but they could be offending vegans and vegetarians, with one academic claiming they might end up being avoided altogether as a result. You have to be kidding me at this point. You got to be embarrassed. That would be enough if I was a vegan to quit being a vegan. But once again, political correctness is what? It's manipulating the language to affect the behavior of people. And it seems to be working for the last 50 years in this stupid country and in England and all over the world, actually. I don't know, but I don't care about offending vegans. I really don't. I love beef, and I know how it's made. Well, this is how it's fucking made. I mean, that's my bedroom floor. Oh, look. Look what I found. That's a not so fast food place that serves delicious burgers. They start right from the beginning. Can we take another look at that, Jason? If it's a pain to... Look, I found a Kate Spade handbag. Were those pigs on the second one? Those are the pigs already? Wow. Well, I'm not giving it up. I'm bringing home the How do the feminists feel about this? That's one of their big phrases. Bring home the bacon, frying up in the pan. Something about your man. Remember that thing? Anybody in their late 70s? Yeah. As research shows, more people are removing animal products from their diets than ever before. Really? Does research show that? Because for every person I know that's a vegan, I know 150 who say, fuck vegans. I'm having a meat lovers pizza tonight. So I don't know whose research that is, but could be true. Oh, it's Sharina Hamza of Swansea University. Says idioms involving animal products could be rendered obsolete because they are out of touch with the zeitgeist. Writing for The Conversation, the researcher explains how meat-based metaphors are a popular staple of our everyday vernacular, but that and increased awareness and environmental, now we're getting to it. It's always the environmental wackos and ethical issues surrounding meat production will undoubtedly be reflected in our language and literature. I would say maybe the same time global warming's come around, about 100 years from now, so I don't give a shit. And that is the language that may no longer be so widely accepted I'm tired of this fucking broad, please.
You stupid fucking blabbermouth cunt!
Given that fiction often reflects on real-world events and societal issues, it may be very well be that down the line, powerful meat metaphors are skewed. Meat is a source of sustenance, somebody who's pushing back a little bit, for most of the world that cannot afford to go vegan or vegetarian. It's true. You ever go to Whole Foods or it costs you $71 for a pineapple and $44 for an avocado? So, Burger King, McDonald's, fucking Wendy's, they help poor people and rich people with shitty diets like myself. And if you really think, you know what this is going to do? It's going to make people talk about it more and say phrases like and come up with phrases. Just to annoy the shit out of you people, you vegans who, by the way, when you fart, it's like, it smells like Syria. After Assad drops 3 mustard bombs on his fucking people. So another reason to fucking, not that a beef fart is much better, let's be honest. But do you see this hysteria? All behind it, everything right now in the news is really climate change. That's what's behind it. And don't fall for it. I agree that it's changing. It might be getting a little warmer and shit. But the urgency is so fucking fun. Al Gore said Miami would be underwater 10 years ago, he said. The 10 or 12. Okay, here we are. Nobody's drowned in Miami, less in the ocean where you're supposed to drown. So don't buy the horse shit. Bring home the bacon. Where's the beef? Lick my balls. These are all meat sayings that I'm not going to eschew from my language. So yeah, don't believe the hype, but we have. Did you think political correctness was going to get to this point? I remember doing my first open mic, and some guy goes, "Hey, you're politically incorrect." This is my first time on stage, or second time on stage. That's where it's at. You're on the right side, and think about that. It was 1988. Look where we are today. Because I remember saying to him, I said it's going to get a lot worse before it gets better, but I had no idea that somebody could come out and not be embarrassed to write something like, we don't want you saying bring home the bacon anymore because we don't eat such stuff. It's rich fucking white people. It's rich white fucking libs that spew this nonsense. Sometimes I think ISIS has a goddamn point. Although they won't eat pork either, but for whole different reasons. Jake in Utah wants to talk about vegans. Jake, what's going on?
Of course, man.
What's happening?
Those guys are close to my heart.
Who,
you remember, it's not just Whole Foods. You lived in California. You know what else there is.
What else is there? I forget. I try to blank it out of my mind that I lived there.
Trader Joe's, man.
Trader Joe's. You are.
Yes, me too.
Trader Joe's, that's right. $41 for a... we have them here? Priscilla says that we have Trader Joe's here.
Actually, they just built one in Salt Lake City about 3 years ago, and In-N-Out.
Oh, yeah. Jake, let me ask you, really, I mean, if you're around a bunch of vegans tonight, are you really not going to say what you want to say, like bring home the bacon? Would that really... Would you cave in?
Oh, no. What I would do is I have a special way I cook steak where I actually, cut myself, leak some blood onto the steak, make sure it's just for me, and then eat it right in front of them with it still purple.
Oh, I've had that steak, the aged steak. Yes, I like my aged steak medium rare. Can I get the Hep C pork chop? Jay, can I get another Hep C pork chop, please? And holy shit.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I do, Jake? You know what I do? I do this when I have vegetarians, not vegetarians, people I don't like to my house that eat. When I'm making them chicken, I always make a roast chicken. And what I do when I take the chicken out of the package and I thaw it out, I save a cup of the blood and I put it in the gravy just so they can shit their filthy pants on the way home. It's a little bit of domestic terrorism. I'd rather have ricin mailed to my house than somebody put raw chicken blood in my fucking my meal. But just to see them call me an hour later and go, hey.
The Ma'anan Sheila diet, then.
All right, Jay. Good call, buddy. Good hearing from you.
You too. Take care.
Take care, brother. West Coast fucking showing up to the show. Gotta like that. 833-599-6425. 833-599-6425. Just don't give in to the shit. That's all I'm saying. And you think people go, oh, that's so ridiculous. Why even talking about it? It isn't. Because like I said, if somebody brought this up to me right after I did my first week of comedy, I would have said, it's not going to go that far. What are you, fucking nuts? But come on, we are at a new level. Again, manipulating language to manipulate people's behavior. Don't buy it. Only way to defeat political correctness is to be politically incorrect. I just happen to be lucky. I was born that way. Everything that come out is when the doctor slapped me in the ass, and I didn't say mama. I said, fuck, that hurt, you douche. You just don't give in. That's all I'm saying. Don't give in. Push back. We got to stop making up some rules. I'm offended by vegetables. Anybody mentions a carrot in front of me, I'm going to dry gulch it. Anyhow, a lot of stories like that today. Thought would, more cultural than political. I'm tired of the politics. We all know it's a rigged game and whatnot. What's this? Cops put on leave over racist Christmas tree decorations. 2 Minnesota cops were placed on paid leave Friday after a photo of a Christmas display with racist ornaments outside a precinct surfaced on social media. The tree displayed outside the 4th precinct of the Minneapolis Police Department was littered with police tape, an empty can of Steel Reserve malt liquor. This is on the Christmas tree. A cup of Popeye's Louisiana chicken, bags of Takis chips, and packs of, I don't know about the chips, I know about everything else, packs of Newport cigarettes. This is what they hung on the fucking tree. Black Lives Matter Twin Cities, they have franchises now. They're like Wendy's. Posted the photo online last week, and it quickly spurred outrage from members of the black community as well as local. Are you kidding me? The black community had a problem with a Christmas tree outside a police station that had malt liquor cans hanging on it? You gotta be. I thought they'd let that slide. I thought at this point they'd just be like, we know white people are racist. Let the motherfucker slide. It's kind of funny, but no. That ain't the world we live it up in this motherfucker. For Christ's sake, have a sense of humor, will you please? When you figure black people, that Black Lives Matter, I should say, who were responsible for the deaths of 5 cops in Dallas a few years ago. Let's not forget that. That shit you should be offended about. But, you figure because you guys, what was their phrase? Fry them, wrap them in a blanket, fry them, they're cop haters. And they have contributed to the actual deaths of cops. So, this is slightly racist, and if you're a cop, it's probably a bad move. I know some Minneapolis cops. One of them is on the cover of my goddamn album, Another Senseless Killing. The police tape? That was hung by a cop who was shot up, had like 10 operations on his arm. Those Amish. These pieces of trash were deliberately chosen, this is the black community official speaking, to represent how certain officers feel about the community they serve. That black people are a stereotype to be mocked, and the lives of those they serve may be as well be reduced to trash in the gutter. Fuck that.
You can't handle the truth.
So, is that right? Is that how you feel about cops? Yet they're in your neighborhoods every night, risking their white necks to save your ass. Again, that's always lost. I don't condone what the cops did, only because I think it's stupid. In a perfect world, I'd laugh and everybody else would laugh. So, but it's a stupid move in today's politically charged climate to do anything like this. But, all the fun has gone out of life. An internal investigation found 2 officers who are not being publicly identified added the trash to the tree as a joke after it was already decorated. Frey called, he's the mayor, for the officers responsible for the prank to be fired by the end of the day Friday. Boy, you really thought it through there, huh? Spineless white fella? I'm guessing he's white. But the mayor's spokesperson, Michael Vladikovich, later retracted his statement and said, while Mayor Fry's early statement reflects his sentiment, he recognizes there is a legally required process that must be followed, said Vladikovich. Why didn't he think of that right off the bat? Why? Because he had that politically correct knee-jerk, oh no, I'm not going to be associated with these guys. Instead of, in a perfect world, not even a perfect world, a semi-perfect world, He should have said to the cops, come on, guys. What are you, fucking assholes? You know what we're dealing here. And everybody would go, yeah, po-po, you guys. And we could all wink at each other, both black and white, Asian, Puerto Rican, and go on with our goddamn lives. Motherless fuckstains. This isn't the first time officers in the 4th Precinct have been accused of being racist. No, they were accused before of being racist? Get the fuck out of my sister's underwear drawer. Polly. The community recently mourned the 3rd anniversary of the 2015 fatal shooting of 24-year-old Jamar Clark, an unarmed black man. Following the shooting, members of Black Lives Matter protested outside the 4th Precinct for over 2 weeks. Now, you see the headline, right? It says they protested, or they mourned, the fatal shooting of Jamar Clark, an unarmed black man. And that's all it says. So, me being the investigative reporter that I am, because it just sounded, you know, and that's what they do. Once somebody's killed, an unarmed guy or whatever, that headline will be kept brought back and back year after year by the shooting of an unarmed black man, and idiots will read it for the first time going, more fucking racist white cops, and it'll stay in the news from time to time. Every time there's an incident between white cops, it'll resurface with no details. So I dug a little deeper because I have that kind of time. I'm a motherfucking hands up in here, yo. 833-599-6425 up on this bitch. I looked up Jamar Clark. Adopted by Wilma and James Clark when he was 4. Well, we're off to a good start, aren't we? He wasn't from a loving home with 2 parents? My sister's ass. He had, get this, 14 siblings. Is there a pattern developing here? I could have stopped there and known that this kid was kind of a seedy piece of garbage. But I read on, so I wouldn't be called racist. In 2010, he received a conviction for first-degree aggravated robbery. The conviction resulted in a sentence of 41 months in prison, of which it's unclear how many Clark served. Clark faced a second conviction for terroristic threats after he threatened to burn down the apartment of an ex-girlfriend in March of 2015. He threw a brick through his ex-girlfriend's window and threatened to burn her apartment unit down, leaving behind a trail of lighter fluid to prove it. No rib bones? Side of coleslaw? Oh, for Christ's sake, I'm joking around. We know that. As of November 2015, he was on probation for that crime. Sounds like a clean-cut kid. Nikki is saying deserves to die. Just shut it and let me finish. A domestic abuse no-contact order was issued for Clark, requiring him to stay away from the ex-girlfriend until 2020. Additionally, Clark was awaiting trial for high-speed chase arrest from July of 2015. Wow, what are we going to do without this kid around? I mean,
There's something wrong with the black man's mind. There's something wrong with his mind.
But you wouldn't known all that. Just from the headline, you would have read an unarmed black kid was shot by white cops. That's my point. You have to come to shows like this, and this is why podcasts growing in popularity. You're not going to hear any of this for the next 100 years about that. 833-599-6425. Oh, there's more. The night of the shooting, there was a fight in an apartment. He was with his girlfriend, another couple. There was a fight. They left the apartment complex, and a fight broke out there. They came back. And an onlooker, they came back in. They left the apartment again. Cops showed up, and an onlooker reported that paramedics and police who had arrived at the scene asked Clark to step away from the ambulance, and that police then stepped from their car, arrested Clark on the ground, and the EMS supervisor placed a knee on Clark's chest, after which point he was shot.
Don't you move, you motherfucker. I'll blow your brains out.
County attorney accounts say that Clark got into a confrontation with paramedics, and then when police officers responded at 12:45 a.m., a struggle ensued. Clark obtained the officer's gun, leading to the shooting by the officer. Hennepin County Attorney Mike Freeman said that Clark was resisting and was not handcuffed. In a statement on November 16th, Police Chief Janae Harto said that the Minneapolis Police Department's preliminary information was that Clark was not restrained with handcuffs when he was shot. The president of the Minneapolis Police Union, Bob Kroll, said that Clark was actively resisting arrest and tried to take the weapon of one of the officers, and that he was not handcuffed at the moment of the shooting. Clark's DNA was found on the handle of one of the officer's guns. It's enough for me. Mike Freeman said there was no forensic evidence on Clark's arm indicating he was handcuffed at the time of the shooting. In addition, he stated that 10 law enforcement and paramedic witnesses, including the officer involved, said he was not handcuffed. Other accounts have disputed the police's version of events. I want you to take note on the names. Nikelia Sharp herself said that the shooting occurred while Clark was handcuffed and not resisting. Tito Wilson, who visited a nearby club, said he saw Clark perfectly still, laying on the ground when he was shot. Kaisha Steele, who apparently happened in a Polish neighborhood, who lived near the area of the shooting, said she saw Clark's hands behind his back. The shooting occurred in front of Zamorian Dylan Hawkins and Daryl Gross's house. Dylan Hawkins said he saw Clark putting his hands up when police approached him. Does it sound familiar to Ferguson? Officers handcuffed Clark and choke slammed him, then shot him in the face. Yeah, that always happens. After the shooting, Dylan Hawkins said that one handcuff was removed from Clark, while the other handcuff remained on Clark's wrist. Gross also said he saw that Clark having one handcuff on one hand, think they get together, and the other handcuff had been removed. I can't help it anymore. I can't. I mean,
liar, whore, and you know it.
Remember hands up, don't shoot? You remember all that? Do you remember? So now black and white people actually see two different realities. But it was proven in that case that Michael, whatever his name was, the big thug, did not have his hands in the air at all. And even some black witnesses agreed with that. There was so much evidence. Nick, are you siding with the white cops over the kid who has a rap sheet as long as his... Yeah. And his friends. Yeah, I am. No more benefit of the doubt after thousands of these things. Sorry. Terroristic threats, restraining orders, threatening to burn down apartment buildings. Yeah. The other guys became cops. Yes, there are some filthy, dirty ones, but in my opinion, they're not here in this case. But I'm just filling in the holes of the Jamar Clark thing. So all this sort of makes hanging some malt liquor cans, look kind of innocuous, doesn't it? And again, in a perfect world, we could all laugh at it and whatnot. There should be a Christmas tree, a Kwanzaa tree right next to it with, white collar crime things. Fucking computers, neckties, horn-rimmed glasses, loads of cash. Stuff like that. Then we could all laugh and go, I did. Instead of a little angel at the top is a Michael Milken, a little fucking Michael Milken figurine. I'm sweating, okay? So I just wanted to fill you in when you read a headline about how racist cops are. Actually had a couple of them come out to my show. Not these guys. A couple of the Minneapolis guys came out to my show. And like I said, my buddy had his arm almost shot up. They were ambushed by some crazy dude. Not a white fella either. Not black. I can't remember the ethnicity. But they were ambushed in a parking lot. It was national news. Almost lost his left arm. And his partner shot the guy dead. So there is some good news. So, yeah, what are we going to do without this, And again, I'm not the kid had probably never had a chance growing up with whatever, adopted, whatever the fuck. But if people are adopted every day, people live in poor neighborhoods every day, people have it tough every day, people face oppression every day, and they don't turn into convicts. So there is another side of the coin. But did the cops really think they're going to get away with that, hanging malt liquor and chicken, on a Christmas tree? I mean, doesn't say much for the brains there. Right? Are you with me, kids? I mean, it's just ridiculous. Congressional Democrats want to censor Steve King for racism. Newly re-elected Iowa Republican Rep Steve King, it's so funny. I see these guys, and I like this guy every time I see him on TV because he's about as close to Trump as speaking the truth. And of course, it caught up to him. Maybe censured by Congress for his incendiary comments about immigrants, including referring to them as dirt. During a rally in Iowa, a day before the midterm elections, the firebrand was recorded speaking about jalapeno peppers when he made the disparaging remark. In quotes, he says, "I guess I'm going to have to go and get some dirt from Mexico to grow the next batch." He grows his own peppers. He's looking right at me like he goes, "Nick, if you lie about this, I'll throw his phone at you." What's he staring? Dude, I'm backing you here. That's the look I used to get when I'd be taking a test in high school and I'd fart. Teacher would look up from the desk. And then I'd point like the kid in Jaws. He made me do it. King, I guess I'm going to have to get some dirt from Mexico to grow the next batch, King said, prompting a supporter to yell, "Trust me, it's already on its way." That reporter isn't being called racist. I bet you it was probably a lib reporter setting up King. Probably trolling him. If not, it's a funny line. A little bit racist for me, but I mean, I enjoy that type of humor. Well, yeah, there's plenty of dirt. This is what King says back to the reporter. Yeah, there's plenty of dirt. It's coming from the West Coast, too, and a lot of other places besides. This is the most dirt we've ever seen, King said in response. Oh, my goodness gracious, Heloise. More than 140 organizations signed a letter to House Speaker Paul Ryan and Majority Leader Kevin McCarthy to censure King's anti-Semitic? Where the fuck that come from? Is it Jewish dirt? What? Jewish jalapenos? Jalapenos? Anti-immigrant, racist, and homophobic language. All from that statement? Referring to dirt and what the? Please help me, God. Please help me understand the world. I mean, does that make any sense to anybody?
No, they're ignorant. That's ignorant.
Less than 50 days before Democrats take control of the House of Representatives, those fucking lying motherless twats, several told the network they agreed that King should be censored. The things that he says are so deeply unfair, disturbing, and unbefitting of a member of Congress. And I do think that censorship is appropriate, said Rep. Pramila Jayapal. That's how we know it's over in this country. Every story I read, I can't even pronounce the fucking congressmen and women on the Democrat side anymore.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
Congress can take a variety of actions to discipline its members for breaking House rules, including a fine, a formal reprimand, censure, or even expulsion. Isn't that silly? I mean, it was a funny line. And again, how do you think you're going to get away with that in today's climate? Maybe he's a comic. Even then, you got to think twice, unless you're streaming from your house, the tip of Alaska. Not going to do it. Little tribute to fucking HW. Yeah, he was a bad guy, I know. Got a little pushback on all that yesterday. You people that fucking simple, man. Honest to God. Not my fans. Other jerk-offs who convinced the whole Bush family is fucking evil and bought into that whole... What's that, Priscilla? Go ahead. Get on the mic.
I said, no, they were your fans, too.
Yeah, I was trying to hide that fact. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, I know, because they've been schooled. They're about, I know what age they are, and all they've been hearing is the evil Dick Cheney and corporations and Meanwhile, the CIA, and I said that, I didn't say he's perfect. If you run the CIA, I'm sure he had people whacked. But people that needed to be whacked, and every nation has a form of the CIA. So don't start with your fucking moralizing, please. Just be an adult about it. They're friends with the Saudis. No shit. So is every president of the United States for the last 50 years. Please. Please. Back to Steve King. In 2013, King said about Dreamers, immigrants... Now, this is funny. I know a good joke. I know good writing. This is a great quote from a politician. In 2013, King said about Dreamers, immigrants brought illegally to the U.S. as children. This is what he said about them. For everyone who's a valedictorian, there's another 100 out there that weigh 130 pounds. They've got calves the size of cantaloupes because they're hauling 75 pounds of marijuana across the desert.
You are correct, sir.
Where do I vote for this guy? This guy can write my next special. I like him. That was pretty fucking funny.
I know what you get. You're a damn predator.
Censorship, not censorship. Censoring somebody. Censorship. I think I just made my own word up when it comes to, anyways. It can be a public reprimand or whatever the fuck. But once again, in a perfect world, even a Mexican guy would hear that and start laughing. And say, yes, my wife and sister have calves like cantaloupes, and they indeed are weed mules. Can you imagine? I mean, the Dems are taking control. They're not even in their seats yet, and they're already drooling over this fucking PC horseshit. I mean, this guy's honest. These are the guys we vote for. But what they say is deplorable. Well, in your world, it's deplorable. Well, aren't you going to evolve with the time? No, I'm going to evolve with the truth. Not what you find offensive and hurts little feelings, you vegans. I would like to drop hamburger blood all over your tits just to send you into shock. Have you ever done that? It's a lot of fun. You get a pound, squeeze it all over. I told you about my frat brother, right? We had two little dogs in our fraternity. He comes down the stairs completely naked. He was at one of our tackles. So he's about 6'3", 270, which is small by today's standards. But comes downstairs. He's got the black dog under one arm and a little white dog. And sits on the stairs, and all of a sudden the dogs start licking his nuts. We're sitting on a couch watching a movie, like 7 of us. And he's up there laughing because he put hamburger juice on his ball. Just to make us laugh. And then he went back upstairs and studied. I mean, that is some really alpha male bullying horseshit. Can you imagine the people who get offended at the phrase, bring home the bacon, if they knew my buddy's balls are being licked by 2 Irish terriers? Consensually, by the way. Hashtag me too, bitches. Bitches as in dogs. Oh my God, what is going on? You know what? I'll tell you what that is. God, I used to fill this shirt out like I had a man's physique. God. Now I have the physique of Charlie Weaver from the Hollywood Squares. Google that one, folks, if you're not in your 70s. Jason just fainted in his chair. He fell over backwards. Anyway, Steve King, good luck to you, buddy. I don't give a shit. The line was funny. Not the dirt thing. That was okay. But I think you were set up by that reporter. On to some more craziness in the black community up in this motherfucker.
There's something wrong with the black man's mind. There's something wrong with his mind.
Not all of them. Jesus, don't be generalizing. You know who Kareem Hunt is? Kareem Hunt. I fell in love with the guy. Last year was his rookie year. Kansas City drafted him out of Toledo. Small school, MAC conference, I think it is. Okay? His first carry, remember opening night? I think it was last year the Chiefs blew out the Patriots. Or a year ago, or I think it was last year. Anyways. It was right after the Pats won the Super Bowl, so they were blaming it on a Super Bowl hangover. Anyway, Kareem Hunt's first carry in the NFL, and he fumbles the ball. And everybody's like, uh-oh, was this a mistake? Then he went on to have like 190 yards rushing. Led the whole entire NFL in rushing as a rookie. And I said, I love the way this kid runs. And I said he runs angry. Well, apparently he runs angry in hotel lobbies. El Thuggo, what can you say, man? And it pisses me off because I really fucking love the way this guy played football, but he seems like just another problem for the NFL. Now there's a third incident. Kareem Hunt will have to explain to prospective teams and perhaps the NFL. You know about the Cleveland. I'll get to that video in a second. I don't think we showed it yet, right? I brought it up on this show. Maybe I didn't. The former Stars Chiefs running back who was cut and cleared waivers following Friday's publication of video showing him shoving and kicking a woman. To be fair to him, it looked like a push in the back. It wasn't. Definitely a block in the back. There should have been a flag thrown. Nick, are you making fun of? No, I'm not. Shoving and kicking a woman in a Cleveland hotel in February is at the center of another, less definitive nightclub altercation. This one taking place in January in Kansas City, in which a man alleges Hunt was among a group who beat him up. Oh, my God. Tell us what the man's race was. Otherwise, the story is useless. Honestly, there's another story. I meant to say that yesterday. What was the fucking story? It mentioned everything but the race of the store clerk or whatever. And it's like, what's the point? Everybody who reads is thinking what I'm thinking. That's why this show's going through the roof. We just topped Will and Grace reruns and numbers. The video, by the way, TMZ obtained was useless. It didn't show much. Shows Hunt being restrained by a security guard as a crowd is gathered around. TMZ reports these are the moments following the alleged fight in which a 37-year-old man says he had to be hospitalized with a broken rib and broken nose. He filed a police report, but cops reportedly said the victim eventually stopped cooperating. No charges were filed. Chronologically, this was actually the first known Hunt altercation of the calendar year, taking place in the hours after the Chiefs back in January 6th lost to the Titans in a playoff game. A month later, Hunt attacked a woman in a video that is now public, resulting in his being placed on the commissioner exempt list. Here's the video of the Cleveland incident. As you can see, Hunt gets the football. He's being tackled by two guys in a skirt. Look at this broad with her fuck me boots and a short skirt at a hotel and three of them. And oh, that's a block in the back. That's 15 yards from the... Okay. That guy just came over, grabbed the girl's cell phone. Now he comes over. She's going to squat back down because she's got the wind knocked out of her. Doesn't know where the hell she is. And there he kicks her. He kicks her. That's enough for me as an NFL owner and say, I want nothing to do with the fucking guy, you know? I don't mean to be Pollyannish, but you know the saying, you don't kick a gal when she's down. Or a guy, or a transgender, or an LGBTQ rabbit, or you just don't kick a... unless you're like Kid Rock. Other than that, bitch, Joy Baker. So that's put him on the commissioner exempt list. There's also a third incident from June that the NFL is investigating in which the 23-year-old is accused of punching a man in the face at an Ohio resort. Please tell me it was John Kasich. Please tell me it was John Kasich.
There's something wrong with the black man's mind. There's something wrong with his mind.
Or Dennis Kucinich. You asshole. I liked you. I gave you the benefit of the doubt, Kareem. You let me down. Just another thug bully. All the talent in the world. You got the world by the balls. You led the fucking National Football League your rookie year in rushing. Now you're leading in domestic violence. What are you doing? What the fuck are you doing? And then you have to hear how we have to retrain the cops on how to deal with. It all starts with the family and lack of family. It's a culture thing. They're in a fucking, It's a vicious circle. It's been going on forever. Great athlete. You know how hard it... Why you guys... What's so funny? What'd I say? Driving me bananas. Hunt has only responded publicly to the Cleveland altercation. I just want to let the world know how sorry I am for my actions, Hunt told ESPN on Sunday. It's been a tough time for me, and I'm extremely embarrassed about that video. It's been a tough time for me. It's been a tough time for me. It's been a tough time for me. I'm a 20-something-year-old black guy whose only skill is talent is playing football, yet I make millions of dollars playing a kid's game. But it's been a tough time for me because I get drunk, can't control my temper, and I hit girls. But it's been a tough time for me. Do words mean anything anymore? 833-599-6425 is the phone number. I'm holding a pee right now. Here we go with more. The title of the show today, Political Correctness. Run Amok. I'm going to keep my face up so my third neck doesn't show. I made the mistake of eating a can of potato sticks, which have about 700 pounds of road salt in them. And I'll do the rest of the show like this. What happened? Well, I got old. How about this, ladies and gentlemen? An Ohio radio station is dropping the Christmas classic, Baby It's Cold Outside, for having no place in today's extra-sensitive world. I do realize that when the song was written in 1944, it was a different time. But now, while reading it, it seems very manipulative and wrong, explained Glenn Anderson, a host on Cleveland's WDOK-FM. He put that in a blog, and every time Glenn opens his mouth, he weakens the nation, because he's giving in to PC horseshit. I hope he understands that. Critics say the holiday standard, in which a male suitor repeatedly insists that a woman stay inside with him, I think it's Kareem Hunt, they're at a Motel 6 in Nashville, even as he says over and over that she says she really can't stay. Really? He just blew $80 on you at Red Lobster. You can't fucking give the guy a hand job in 102? Anyways, the song is about a male suitor repeatedly insists a woman stay inside with him, even as she says over and over again she can't really stay. It's from a bygone era. Really? That doesn't happen now? Guys, don't say that now. Can you please stay? And the woman's like, I gotta go. That's never gonna go away. That's not from a bygone era. That happens all the fucking time. Ask Jason. He's in the friend zone for a year and a half now. All because he said, are you going to stay? And she said no. And Jason clicks a button under his desk in his bedroom. Actually, it wasn't under his desk. It was under his bunk bed. Clicks it. Ryan jumps off the top. The girl gets scared. By the way, Ryan's not here. He's got bowling and tap tonight. The debate over the tune, which includes the lyric, hey, what's in my drink? What do you think's in your drink, motherfucker? I'll put some cough syrup in that motherfucker and some roofies and whatnot. I had a great joke. The Chinese, how's this fit in with putting drugs in drinks? Very funny. A couple of years ago, the United States recalled a bunch of toys from China because there was that roofie drug. The date rape drug was in the paint that they were painting the toys with. And I said I got caught stirring a girl's drink with a Barbie doll at a fucking dance club. I'm telling you, even that one cracked me the fuck up. You gotta like that one, don't you?
I know what you did. You're a damn terrorist. All right, just get the hell.
Happy holidays, by the way, folks.
You know what I want for Christmas this year?
What?
A big fat cock!
Oh!
In my ass!
Remember? I know what you did. You're a damn terrorist. All right, just get the...
Anyhow, the debate over the tune, which includes the lyric, hey, what's in my drink? That's in the fucking lyric? They were ahead of their time. Who wrote this, Bill Cosby? Put some vitamins in your yoo-hoo dies. Hey, what's the mic? Get stirred up every Christmas season, and this year, especially in light of widespread hashtag Me Too movement against sexual harassment and assault. The world we live in is extra sensitive now. This is the guy from the radio station, and people get easily offended, Anderson wrote. But in a world where hashtag Me Too has finally given women the voice they deserve, what is that, a shrill voice that accuses men falsely of rape? The song has no place. Well, Mr. Anderson, all due respect, but you're giving in. At the beginning of the article, you're poo-pooing political correctness, and by the end, you're defending it by giving the fuck in. It's a good fucking song. It's not implied. Okay, let's replace it with fucking Robin Thicke's ditty. Nothing, Jason?
No clue.
You know the fucking song. Priscilla knows. It was a huge hit amongst the black fans. Blurred Lines. Thank you. People say it's kind of a date rape song and whatnot. I just thought it was a lovely ballad about love and kindness. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come. Well, anyways, okay, so you're not going to play Baby It's Cold Outside because the hashtag Me Too movement finds it misogynist and anachronistic. Okay? That's what they, that's how they find it.
This is rape. This is rape. This is rape.
Yeah, we're going to continue to still play. Let me give you some lyrics here, okay? Yet these lyrics are fine. So we could never be a couple, huh? Fuck love. All I got for hoes is hard dick and bubble gum. That's by Big L. Also my wedding song. How about this one? Bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks. Lick on these nuts and suck the dick. That was Snoop's poetry. Nobody complaining. Mr. Anderson would play it because he gives into this type of Once again, I gotta punch a bitch in her shit. I'm icy, bitch. Don't look at my wrists, because if you do, I might blind you, bitch. Doesn't even rhyme. That was surprisingly from Frank Sinatra Jr., his second album, called Walnuts and Blood. How about this one? I know she liked chocolate men. She got more. This is my favorite. This is why Kanye West might be a genius. I know she liked chocolate men. She got more niggas off than Cochran.
Wake up, white people.
Here's another one. You ain't no better because you don't be fucking rappers. You only fuck with actors. You're still getting fucked backward. Jay-Z. Don't like it, and Jay-Z's one of the best. That's what my nieces tell me. How about this one? My little sister's birthday. She'll remember me. For a gift, I had 10 of my boys take her virginity. That was from Bazaar. Not the magazine, the rapper. How about this one? I wrote this one myself. You know me, I smoke a blunt while I'm getting brain. Stick my finger in her butt while I'm getting brain. Yeah, I'm nasty bitch. What? Lil Wayne. Here's some more lyrics that are still being played, and broads don't have a problem. I gotta say it, I'm the president, I run things. All these hoes trying to save a nigga, cum stains. Lil Wayne. That was actually Jason's quote under his yearbook picture in high school, too, by the way. Caught a ton of shit. Slut, you think I won't choke no whore till the vocal cords don't work in her throat no more. Eminem, a white misogynist. Again, I'm comparing this to It's Cold Outside, whatever the fucking... What's the song?
Baby, It's Cold Outside.
Baby, It's Cold Outside. You can't call a girl a baby. Bitch, it's cold outside. Depends who wrote that song. If it's a black guy and he's saying, baby, it's cold outside, it's about 55 degrees. How about this one? Is Big L slow? Hell no. Bitches get fucked on the roof when I ain't got no hotel dough. We'll leave the light on for you, Big L. How about this? My dick get hard as a motherfucker. You don't know what? Tell that shit to another sucker. Camera. Again, all cultures are equal. I put this shit up with, who wrote all the Broadway songs? Priscilla would know. Whatever. Anytime.
Oops, Andrew Lloyd Webber.
Yeah, there you go. Baby girl, pull your pants up. I only want your face. That was the words of H.W. Bush. What? No, I'm kidding. It was George W. You ain't got to let me fuck you and I feel you, but you're going to suck my dick or I'll kill you. That's by Chief Keef. I got all his... I like his early stuff, like stab my mother in the tits with a pencil. Focus. Okay, you make Ryan look fucking... I know. I see it. Finally, one more. It's damn near 4 a.m. Ain't shit to discuss till you ask which dick do you suck. That's from Jada Kids. Again, pretty offensive stuff. I find those much less offensive than baby it's cold outside and asking a woman to stay. There's the faggy white world we live in, just giving in to PC caca, how are you? How are you? See, the feminists don't know what to do with the whole hip-hop community because they're lefties and they have to march in step with the party. They can't go after the hip-hop community because, again, it's made of predominantly, except for Eminem, predominantly blacks who have experienced such oppression going all the way back to 1200 AD. So they're caught in a rock and a hard place. Let's go to a buddy Mark in Albany. Sean Penn, huh? What about Sean Penn, Mark?
Hi, Nick.
What about Sean Penn, Mark?
What I want to say on... Yeah, hello? Can you hear me?
Yes, go.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Well, yesterday you mentioned you're going to play that bit, like Sean Penn and Kid Rock, they did a bit about Obama, and they talk about,
yes.
Who was
yes.
And yesterday you mentioned you're going to play that today. You asked the Twix to find it, and you're going to play it.
I forgot.
That's the one thing. And the second thing, Nick.
God damn you, Mark, you pay attention. I forgot all about it.
Well, I do. Because when you were on Sirius XM, you played that bit. That was before you were, you left.
Yeah.
And then I played those guys at work, and they loved it. And I can't find the fucking thing. I mean, I don't have time. I'm a really busy man, so I don't have time to really look for it. But if you can play that bit, that'll be fantastic.
We're gonna
play my friends
you know what?
at work. And
yes, I'm gonna find that for you, Mark. Maybe not on this show, but maybe on tomorrow's show. Write that down, Twinks, and we will play it for you.
Oh, Twinks. Oh, Twix. I'm sorry, Twinks.
Twinks. Not. We love Mark from Albany. Hey, I'll see you up in Saratoga in a couple weeks.
Yeah. That was the 22nd, right?
Yep. I'll see you then.
The 22nd of December.
That's
Am
right.
I correct?
You are correct,
Okay,
sir.
okay, because you're going to be in Cohoes too. I have to pick one of them. I mean, I'm going to do Saratoga because I like Saratoga. I like the Cohoes theater, but
okay,
it's more cozy. But yes, I'll see you then. But fantastic show, Nick. And one more thing I want to just add to it. It's all about money. I don't care who's Democrats, Republicans, black, white, green, yellow. We
come
all
on,
want
Mark.
fucking money.
You sound like a
And that's what it's all about. Am I correct?
Of course you're correct.
Oh, come on. It's just, it's a mighty...
Whoops. Jesus. I went to hit refresh and sorry, Mark, I accidentally booted you there. Let's go to Jack in Massachusetts, or Ma. Jackie boy, how are you?
Hey, am I on?
Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, what's up, Nick?
No.
Hey, awesome show, dude. Yeah, hey, what was that place that you were talking about? Oh, by the way, your lyrics are totally vile, man. It's great. You should become a rapper.
Those are real lyrics.
Long live 44.
That's right, brother. Whoops. God damn it. I thought he was going to do a 444 reference, and I fucking jacked him, and I don't think he was. But what is long live 444? He meant to say 444. Sorry, Jack. I got an itchy trigger finger today. Let there be a lesson here. Let's get on with it, huh? We're almost done here. What do we got here? Fact checkers bust Ocasio-Cortez for false claim about Pentagon. Fact checkers at the Washington Post a real right-leaning paper, I say sarcastically, gave Democratic Socialist Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez 4 Pinocchios. I heard she likes that. For posting a claim on Twitter about out-of-control Pentagon spending. Ocasio-Cortez, who supports Bernie Sanders' proposal for Medicare for All, which estimates say would cost $32 trillion over 10 years, claimed in the tweet Sunday that the Pentagon accounting errors could help pay for part of the coverage.
Who said that?
Cortez.
Who the fuck said that?
Okay, Cortez.
Who's the slimy little communist shit twinkle-toed cocksucker down here who just signed his own death warrant?
Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, Sarge. Accounting errors could help pay for part of the coverage. 21 trillion of Pentagon financial transactions could not be traced, documented, or explained. This is her tweet. 21 trillion, it's up on the screen, in Pentagon accounting errors. Medicare for All cost 32 trillion. That means 66% of Medicare for All could have been funded already by the Pentagon. And that's before our premiums, she wrote in the tweet that has been retweeted by 25,000 severely retarded Democrats. What I say to her is,
Make me a sandwich. Make me a fucking sandwich.
I'm kidding. I actually like this girl. She's got a lot of spunk. She thinks she's doing okay. But, you know. See that picture of her right there? Somebody just asked her what 2 + 2 was. Just... In the posting, Ocasio-Cortez referred to a report in The Nation, which is far left of publication, as my mother's, that tracked Pentagon spending from 1998 to 2015 and found 21 trillion in, and this is in quotes, unsupported budget adjustments. The Washington Post, which is a far-leaning left paper who hates Trump, took issue with this estimate. Do you get that right? The Washington Post, who hates Trump, is taking issue with Cortez. The Post says that 21 trillion is not one big pot of dormant money collecting dust somewhere. It's the sum of all transactions, both inflows and outflows, for which the Defense Department did not have adequate documentation. Put the number in context, the newspaper pointed out that, according to the Congressional Budget Office, total defense spending from 1998 to 2015 was nearly $9 trillion, and it estimates $7 trillion in spending on defense from 2019 to 2028. In other words, completely defunding the military for the next decade would yield only 1/5 of the $32 trillion needed for Medicare for All. A spokesman for Ocasio-Cortez, otherwise known as a special ed teacher, tried to explain in an email to the Washington Post. Fucking Hannity wish he had my talent. But this is a spokesman for her. Apparently she lost her voice. She was lying so much. The point, I think, was more about how we care so little about how do you pay for it when we're talking about war and military spending, her spokesman wrote in an email. It's only when we are talking about investing in the physical and economic well-being of our citizenry that we become concerned with price tag. Do you know why? Do you know why that is? Without the military well-funded and well-greased and at its top efficiency level, there is no United States. And if there's no United States, there's no healthcare system. Do you see that, you dumb fucking left-wingers? We only care about the price tag when we're talking about our citizenry and healthcare for all. We don't care when we're spending on them. Yes, because the military provides the defense of this country, which allows for you to spew on and on about that shit that's never going to happen. There's a pecking order. Just like the story I did at the beginning about the cows getting slaughtered and the pigs. There's a pecking order. I don't like to see a cow's throat slashed either. But there's a pecking order. As far as animals on the planet, I happen to be the one with a knife at the top. Same here. Your healthcare dreams aren't going to happen. None of this is going to happen unless the fucking military defends this, including our borders. Wake up and smell the coffee from Mexico, Colombia, and other places. Mm-hmm. Where did I leave off before I lost my shit? Oh, yeah, her getting upset. We only count beans when it's the military. Anyways, the Washington Post concluded a swing and a miss by Cortez. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Let's go to Ron in Massachusetts. Ronnie boy, what up?
Hi, Nick. I got a story for you. The headline is New Orleans man accused of bomb threat insists he just had to poop really bad. And according to the story, police said the suspect told employees at Willie's Chicken Shack, "You're all about to close right now because I'm going to get a bomb and blow this place up." But after they arrested him, he claimed he just wanted to use the bathroom.
Well, maybe he was being honest. I've said that when I feel one coming on. I said, look, you guys better leave because I'm going to blow this place up. And I meant that, figuratively. And maybe he had a pound of goat cheese before he headed into the chicken shack. And is that true? Really, Ron?
Yeah, it's a story on HuffPo. I put it up on the community page on Patreon.
Is this Ron Ebel?
Yes.
You are the best, Ronnie. Keep the stuff coming, man. I appreciate it.
There's also, I put up the Kid Rock, Sean Penn thing up last night.
Wow.
When you were talking about it.
I'm going to have to hire you soon.
Yeah, it's on December 3rd, 7:03 p.m., Kid and Penn in the YouTube link.
There you go. Thank you, Ronnie. Good call, too.
Okay.
All right. Let's go to Cheryl in Mass. Cheryl, you had the last call on the show.
Yes?
Make it pithy.
Make it pithy.
Make me a sandwich.
If
Make me
that
a fucking sandwich.
Go ahead.
Exactly. If that Ocasio-Cortez chick was as ugly as she is dumb, she would not have left the house from puberty on. I think she's getting a pretty pass.
I disagree. And I'll tell you why. I'll back it up. I got two words for you. I got one word for you.
What?
Pocahontas. Elizabeth Warren.
What about it?
What, is she a piece of ass? Well, she's not fucking... She's a star.
Oh, come on. She at least knows that, she watched Schoolhouse Rock. This girl doesn't... She said there were three branches of the Senate. Come on.
Yeah.
What did we do to deserve her? I'm going to post a video of her dancing around that
okay.
I think you probably like, but it's really gay.
I can't.
Bye.
Okay, see you, Sherry. Hope your face feels better, honey. Love you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thanks.
Oh, please don't post anything that's homophobic. I don't need the type of heat coming down on me. I really don't. I'm thinking about switching over to the LGBTQT SVM 50 series, Mercedes-Benz. See what I did there? I put a nice spin on the motherfucker at the end. All right, folks, that's enough. I've been holding a whiz, seriously, since 10 minutes before the show started. Why are you giving me the death stare, Priscilla? Show not long enough? Yeah. What I need is to pee-pee. I don't want to get a UTI from holding my pee-pee in. Then I'll get a fever and not be able to finish my footlong. Jason, good job today. I'll tell you, when Ryan's out, this place runs like a Swiss watch. Ryan, I'm busting your balls. Good luck at the Wendy's. I hope the drive-through window, the headset works tonight. Anyways, you guys have been terrific. I've been even better than that. So remember, January 12th at the fucking Fairfield Theater Company. I think, again, it's not confirmed yet. The date is confirmed, whether I'm shooting something or not. Probably be shooting myself in the mouth in the green room. But, no, I think I'm going to shoot something. Might even put it out there for free. Don't quote me on that. I just want to get shit out there at this point. Look, I got the beginning of a fucking, some type of cancer in my sinuses, and my tailbone hurts, and I'm sweating like laying in an Ebola tent in Nigeria. So that is it. Remember, you guys think it. I'll say it, and you're very welcome. I will talk to you guys live on Facebook and YouTube and everywhere else tomorrow. So take care of yourselves, you filthy onions.